Cook with 5, doubled up.
Nice cut.
Finds a Yayi and short with the little shot.
That's what they do best. Dive to the rim. Bail out the dribbler.
Butler. Another one from the outside.
Ooh, a lot of game left. The zone has been effective, switching on and off from man.
Last 6 points to the Bulldogs.
Look at the stretch of the D. I put a shooter on the foul line.
Flagler wants this shot.
Got it. How about that? They get to the right spot, and you're right. Sibby, a great field.
You said it best, Brad. I mean, this is one of the best offenses of all time here, the way they move and cut. And just no freedom out there, just confusion because of this defense.
And they found that spot now.
Teague with the jumper.
It's too easy. And you to attack offensively if you're Gonzaga, but you got to get stops here on the defensive end.
Ayayi with 6, coming off a 22-point game.
Here they go to the 2-3, away from that 1-3-1.
As you said, Raft, early, that free throw line area is wide open.
They make a living right in there. Boy, that is key.
Again.
Goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
What?
Just cover for each other, multiple efforts. It's
very well said.
Beautiful to watch.
Not necessarily to play against.
Not Finland.
That's right.
Great point.
Teague.
Well, they are so good in that area to play.
Baylor to get out in transition off of their turnovers.
There's one right there.
Yeah, it was just out of reach for Sasser.
Watch the slap back on the wing.
Here's Butler. And he ties it with the outside shot.
So tough. Plays bigger.
He does.
Big Jonathan. Big screen. This is what he does. Provides a lift, a lot of energy.
Underneath they go. Meyer gets free and hits the shot.
How about this? He sneezed there for a second.
Here's Grimes. And it's Shamwa Chachua.
God bless you.
Thank you.
A little ball screen, which can be efficient. The East Carolina game, look at this open look.
How about coming right up, really forced it.
And we know Baylor, they can force turnovers too with their defense. Great hands inside by Butler.
Wow. Shua showing a little outside shot.
Good.
Mitchell. Look at this pass.
That's
all the way to
spacing.
Butler. Another one, yes.
But it's the stagnant offense right here. Too much isolation against Mitchell. You're not going to get it done if you're Houston.
Now this is where you're dangerous. Spread the floor, kick back, or make the extra pass.
Flagler.
Oh, goodness.
All night.
There you go.
Driving on. Flagler short with the shot. And it's Butler again. He's everywhere. 15 points for Butler, 4 rebounds.
Nice cut. How pretty is that?
Oh, what a shot.
Get him going. He's too good.
Averages 18 a game. 13 All-America. Mitchell.
Well, he can stop on a dime. That's a tough catch.
Combo.
The other way.
The defender and scores.
Not a call back.
Just got through.
Double up on Butler. Here is Mitchell. Left wide open. Rebound. Comes all the way back to the shooter.
Big Jonathan. Nice play. He's the one that saved
The AAC tournament MOP and co-conference player of the year. And he's starting to warm up, but it's late. There's 9:20 left for a spot in the championship game.
They have 4 perimeter guys. That's what makes them really dangerous now. A screener, and 4 guys who can put it on the deck. Gillette 3.
Joshua able to maneuver around. Fulfilling time in Kelvin's career. He's got a lot of fans out there in the basketball world.
This is his play style.
Yep.
How about the job he's done in Houston? Rebuilding that program.
Absolutely sensational. If they could get some alumni support.
Talking about anybody in particular?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He's not far from me right here.
There's Flagler.
So good.
It's good.
Offensively, defensively, they are awesome. Look at this.
How about that? Flagler reaching in with the steal, and now Mitchell gets around Moody.
And Meyer can drill it.
He does.
Goodness.
Off the bench. Here's Teague.
Again, the soft show. It's a good look.
Look at that tap out there. All the way outside to Flagler with a 3.
This goes big. So Williams has got to keep busy. Nice play.
Again, that's 2 for him. Flagler. Mitchell back on the floor with 2 fouls.
Yeah, got to be careful. Don't drive it or jump stop. Nice pass.
No look to Vital.
Finished that himself.
Did not hit a shot from the field the last 4+ of the first half. Hit a couple of free throws. That was it.
Little ball screen. They got Mitchell back. Boy, that is deep.
Butler!
He's out.
Swing it.
He should have.
To the rim, it comes out to Mitchell. Now Baylor is racing.
Watch the wing.
Teague with that shot of his.
Make it nice.
Oh, what Muscleman burns a lot of calories over there on that bench during the game.
He starts the game at about 140, he's down to 120. Pretty good communication right there on that ball screen.
Meyer.
Weave to a ball screen.
Yep, back to Mitchell.
One of their favorite sets.
They're not switching now defensively.
That's what kills you.
Teague.
You sniff, you pay.
I don't know. Got a break there if they're the Bears. Yeah. 13 on the shot clock. Teague. Great isolation player. A little curly deal action. Shot clock at 6 now for Mitchell. And looking inside, traffic in there, strong finish.
That give you a little bit more space if you're Baylor to get some clean looks from behind the three-point line.
Quick change for Jay Wright. Chris Arcidiacono is out. Brandon Slater is in, and he's guarding Butler right now. Mitchell is a great driver. Can't get a step to him. Excellent defense, Caleb Daniels. Up top here is Heidel. Oh, the catch and the finish.
Shot clock at 10. They'll work it down. Meticulous on offense. Ball deflected inside. Grabbed by Vital. Here comes Butler. He's from Reserve, Louisiana. And the other way they come with Teague as he tries to work his way. He'll plunge inside and stop. Davion Mitchell.
All the guards do a great job, Kevin. They can create their own shot, get inside.
Mitchell inside, could feed Vital.
Johnson so far has done a really nice job of creating some open shots, and when they get those open shots, they have to knock them down. Now, Baylor on the other end, they like to space the floor to give their guards.
There's so many Texas teams in the tournament, they're beating up on one another.
Trice pickpocketed by Mitchell. In the blink of an eye, they go the other way. Butler has been one of the very reliable scorers today for Wisconsin. 7 of their 21. Here goes Mitchell. Oh, what a pass! Driving off that baseline.
Kevin, that's really the first time he's had a relatively uncontested look at the basket.
Look at Mitchell dance. 3 team. Another 3 for the Badgers. The other way, can they beat it? On the fly, Flagler. Reavers will leave. Aleem Ford will take his place on the floor for the Badgers. Mayer. There's a screen. It's Butler in the corner.
In there, Potter does. With Chumwa Chachua out of the game, Thumba's also on the bench, and Potter's a guy who can use his power in there.
And Wisconsin thought they could use their size, too, in talking with their coach last night, Greg Gard. ACOT. And now Mitchell. Leading assist man. Meyer. 3.
Davion Mitchell, again, one of the 3 guards that are so important here for Baylor.
Tracy Carter has that matchup. Watch the spacing and the movement of the Baylor Bears. They do an excellent job.
Here's Mitchell looking to take on, and the kick out here to Butler for his first look. The best 3-point.
The defense, they've gone to this 1-3-1 defense. They've gone to man-to-man, and they have missed shots. After Jared Butler knocked down that first 3, they have been short, and they missed a couple shots, and out of confidence. It's all Hartford right now.
Butler hit his first 3, as you mentioned, and he's missed now his second, or his last 2 shots as well. Flagler trying to get him going. Maybe that'll give best 3-point shooting team in the nation, ranked 3rd in terms of points per game. Shooting percentages are normally off the charts. Flagler has been the one guy.
We got Ice Likely playing center right now.
And we got Vital muscling his way right to the... Has 2 fouls each. Teague from the corner.
Good kick out.
Davion Mitchell finds Meyer going backdoor, and he lays it in.
Confidence from day one when they played UT Arlington. If he passes the ball to me, he must think I can score.
Vital with a bump underneath, but he couldn't stop Deshaun Gordon from getting Kansas State on the board. Teague from the corner. Yes.
That was it.
He'll also be the first player from his family to graduate from college.
Yep.
Just a great story.
Really cool.
Shot clock at 7.
Watch the dribble.
Butler connects. Against Oklahoma State, has a face contusion, and so as a result, wearing the protective mask for senior day today. And he's got it right along the baseline with the shot clock down to 6. Muscles one up, and senior day. Why? Jared Butler also trying to put an exclamation point on the end of what very well could be a Big 12 Player of the Year season. Even with the COVID pause that Baylor suffered through, he has had an incredible season in both fronts with Scott Drew. He has taken this program to never-seen-before heights. And they can do something else today, Dick, they've never done before. Or at least all the way back in 1948, the last time they were undefeated at home for an entire season. They have never had an undefeated home season at the Farrell Center.
That started at Farrell Center 1988. They're moving the ball that I really would love to see in the dance. We're upsetting their tournaments. That's Loyola won their tournament, and getting beat was Drake. I have to see Drake at 25-4, and Belmont's another team. I think those two teams really belong in the good second effort by Santos Silver. They don't go away, though. They keep battling and battling and battling. The Red Raiders, that's certainly the personality of their coach.
Jared Butler. Yes.
Wow. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Hey, by the way, Michigan State was up 7 with about 12 minutes to go. Michigan could be up to the city. Michigan State time is they want to pull the knockout.
He can't make another. He can't make another. And McCullough on the reverse lays it in. But just too much from three-point land for Baylor today, for any team to handle. He's got a double.
An excellent offensive rebounding team. They force a ton of turnovers. Baylor gets extra possessions. Great screen for the screener.
Jared Butler, who got wrangled down to the deck. And here comes Oklahoma State in transition. And that throw behind was ill-advised by the freshman Rondell Walker.
Yeah, Walker's just got to take that. You're trying to throw behind you against this defense that is sprinting down the court behind the play, and you're going to turn it over every time.
Butler again.
Nice job by Davion Mitchell inside to guard Caleb Boone. Got switched off on him, fronted him, wouldn't let the ball go inside, and then blocked out as well.
Meyer rampage.
Per 40 minutes. That's pretty darn productive.
Physical defense. Maceo Teague there against Cade Cunningham.
And Maceo Teague has length as well. His arms go forever.
There he is in the corner.
To Cade Cunningham wherever he goes to make sure they can get him back in exactly when they want. But when I came out of the game as a player, I would have loved to have this kind of bench distance to stay away from the head coach, who usually wanted to yell at me for everything I did. Falling down to be able to complete that, and Oklahoma State has clawed its way to a 2-possession game in this one, and the zone has been helpful.
Meyer down low. And
the officials are capable of calling a block.
Zing.
Zing. But that's something, it's not all on the officials. That's something the rules committee has to clean up. We've got to change the way we
even find a hard time creating some space near the sideline, just because these athletes are so big and so strong, and they use every inch of the playing surface now. Would you widen the court? Would you lengthen it to respond to the bigger, faster player?
his JUCO transfer from Ole Miss. We got a spot for you if you want to come back for another senior year. I think it's a good idea. Take advantage of what the NCAA has laid out and continue to play college basketball. Last year, and Bob Huggins on the very first day of West Virginia classes, the kid visited, and Bob said, "Why don't you just spend your redshirt year here instead of going to high school? Practice against our guys every day." He has really made a great performance as a freshman. The rim is open. They had him.
From the corner, it is good before halftime. There's a three from the...
To win in. The problem is when you play there, they make you play Kansas.
Yeah. Seems like an unfair advantage, right? But you and I have been fortunate enough to do so many games there. When they've got 16,300 in there, pre-COVID, and hopefully post-COVID again at some point.
Any position, any assignment, and he goes after it and does it well. I mean, I remember last year when Devon Dotson was out, he had to take over the point at Oklahoma and had a great game.
May see
baskets like that. That was a warm-ups style layup there. I mean, you don't get a layup that wide open in halftime warm-ups.
Teague again.
Trey Jackson buries the three for Iowa State. Cyclones on the board first. Jackson just a 29% three-point shooter, getting the start along with Tyler Harris, number 1 for Iowa State. Javen Johnson and Jaden Walker will come off the bench for the Cyclones after they were benched in the second half against Oklahoma. Nice feed. Thamba the side. Tyler Harris with his 4th. The Cyclones are 6 of 7 from beyond the arc.
And one thing that happens when you let people start making shots on you, they get more and more confident. Adam Flagler hit the net.
5 to shoot for Bolton against Teague.
I don't like that shot.
That's a brick.
It's a horrible shot. Wasted possession. No movement. No ball. No paint. The ball get to the paint. That was a bad possession right there.
Butler. Nice ball movement. Butler to Mitchell.
Do your best to not foul because they're going to get the angle on you. So you have to be able to stay on their hip, ride their hip, and not swipe down, not foul, and let the big slide over to try to contest that. But take away the jumper first and foremost, but let the big clean up everything else.
Flagler, a corner triple.
Putting it home, and he's got 22.
You know, you're right about that. His patience made that happen. He took his time. He went to defense, made an attempt to block it. He was poised, patience, led the points. The 3 Ps. I like that. Poise, patience, and points. That's a new one, the 3 Ps.
Rainey spinning, lost the handle, squirts out Mitchell. Here come the Bears. They got numbers.
Oh, nice
Ball fake and buck.
Winning the Stanley Cup, the Rays winning the AL, beating the Yankees in their division by 5 games with a $200 million payroll. And now we got the Bucks playing, and there's a jam and a finish. But I'm going to tell you this. Having those players not together as a group, as you said so well, through 19 days, you wonder about stamina, you wonder about the legs right now in a game against a team like Baylor, who's so unbelievable, physical, quick, athletic.
Butler from the...
And yesterday when we talked to Bruce Pearl, he told his guards, he said, listen, you've got to go strong, but understand if you're not by your defender, those guards will step in and take charges.
What adjustments do you anticipate Baylor to make?
You know, I just think that they are out-rebounding Baylor right now by double figures. Baylor, there's a little bit of a, crack in the armor because they have not done a good job on the glass.
Look at the edge and offensive rebounding. Meyer, 3, got it. Big 3 right. Mitchell. Shot clock winding down. And that one's saved. Feed inside, and they got an easy look from Maceo.
Firmly planted on the ground. He was moving.
I disagree. I thought he was legal, and I thought it was a touch foul at worst.
Mitchell kick to the corner. Butler spins it up and in. Wow. Jared
did well at Auburn as a freshman, but he has become as good a shooter as Jared Butler has. I mean, he's shooting nearly 50% from three.
Yeah, came in at 47%. That's too easy. Butler.
A danger zone for Auburn, but again, Bruce Pearl, his team has played hard. They're not going to quit. Remember, this is just the beginning of another renaissance. They lost over 80% of their points, and the senior class had 99 wins that graduated, including a Final Four run.
Meyer three. Got it. Inside, outside.
On that Auburn staff I'm going to tell you about, because I know that young guy well. Uh-oh.
Look out, Meyer, baseline, and a two-end.
That, Chris. It's a great question. I mean, first of all, you know, and I started out saying you got to limit threes. I mean, Baylor had 15 threes in that game. Maceo Teague, Davion Mitchell combined for 43. I mean, they just were so good offensively, and this is a K-State team. You've already seen it in the early going here. At some point, he's gotten better every single year. I mean, he's so high character. There's not enough superlatives you can throw out about Jared Butler.
Here's Teague in transition. The one more to Meyer. And an end. Another open look. That time it's off the mark. Deep three by Butler, and he's State hosting Arkansas, battle of two blue chip recruits coming into the college game, and Moses Moody and Cade Cunningham. Here in Waco, it's 64-32. Number 2 Baylor rolling against the Kansas State Wildcats. And you might be asking yourself, does Scott Drew still have his 5 starters on the floor? Why do you think that is, Chris?
I think he's getting them a run, you know, regardless of the score. You know, in this time of COVID, Rich, your season could be put on pause tomorrow. And so you got to take advantage of everything.
They will tie their second longest ever win streak to start a season. 2017, they started out 15-0 as well. And there's Teague.
Contribute on the glass.
Your guy stopped. He didn't run through it.
Oklahoma State winning the rebounding battle so far.
For an open three, chose to challenge. They are playing solid basketball. Oklahoma State.
That's 8 points for Bryce Williams. He has 2 threes. Mitchell into the paint, kicks it out for Flagler for 3. And well, Baylor with the basketball to start the second half. Down by 4. Davion Mitchell. Bounce pass inside of Vital, wide open.
What a lot of people envision him tough 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, they wondered if he would keep his commitment as Vital break along with Bryce Williams. Williams for 3, and it's no good. Mitchell with the rebound.
But they're in good balance, though.
Yeah, Mike Boynton told us he does not want to discourage his team from taking the first open 3 as long as it's a good.
We should ask for a new contract. Only such a gentleman. Heck of a coach.
255 games that his team has been ranked since he took over.
Oh, pretty play.
And it's vital that the reason he's so good defensively is that he was tired of being embarrassed when he was young.
You got to match it now. Get some stops if you're Oklahoma State.
Butler hovering a little bit. Mitchell.
Nice replace.
Butler for 3. It's good.
He could go straight up man.
Mitchell in the game for the first time. He's covering the ball.
Well, they went to zone again.
And another. Anderson is knocked away by Vital. How about that? The extra hand by Butler.
Absolutely.
They're telling Teague to shoot it from the baseline, and he does.
The backup point guard in there along with Garrett. Harris does not look to score very often as McCormick is surrounded and cannot handle the entry pass. Nice low pass. Wide open. Wow.
That's just big time. Kansas looks like they're in the almost a little triangle, too.
saved. What a great job. Both Meyer and Teague. I think it was Teague who kept it in bounds.
Just their awareness. Man-to-man now.
The crowd appreciating the effort. Again, about 2,300 fans here tonight at the Farrell Center. Low Thamba. He's having himself a big half. That's 7 for Thamba, who averaged got forced further away from the bucket than he wanted. McCormick can't finish it. Baylor ball.
Kansas just set a little ball screen right at the elbow. One elbow screening for the other elbow.
Floater will go for Teague.
How pretty was that?
Yeah, and he showed his versatility. Made the three, he drove the basketball. It looked like you, Bob. I saw you go to the basket one time.
One time, maybe. Fade away.
I was comparing this young man to Frank Mason Jr. before the Kansas game, and he went for the donut, but you got an example right there. Compact build, bulldog mentality, terrific footwork that time.
And I don't know about you, Fran, whoever does that to whoever else, like you never like to see a guy, you know, wind up on the seat of his pants because of a move like that. But when it does happen, you want to see the guy make the shot. Chachua for a year with Menzies when there was a coaching change at UNLV. Then Chamois Chachua transferred and winds up now playing for Baylor.
And you only mentioned Pascal Siakam because he plays for your Toronto Raptors.
We're a little sluggish out of the gate so far this year. But they'll get it going. 11-255.
You like his agility for size?
Yeah, I think so. It's getting better every year, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, at my age, Fran, I love anybody's agility.
Nemhard, he's told us a couple times during the season, I don't need to go out and get 25. I want the game to come to me because I want my young teammates to grow. But when I have to take over, I will.
Well, he's doing it right now. He's got 8 of their last 10.
Backboarder was touched. Good call.
17th turnover committed by the Horned Frogs today. Kentucky, Florida coming up next. All kinds of great games tonight on ESPN. You can see UCLA and Arizona to cap off the evening at about 9 Eastern time. Deep one for Butler. The Canadians that we've had here over the years. And I said, well, you don't have one now. I mean, if you want me to talk about it, go get another Canadian.
Well, Brady Hessel was pretty good. Oh, big fella.
Where you get the pick and roll, Butler finds the skip. He's reading the tag guy. Who's helping on the roller? Then you get an extra pass. And
Gonzaga, Baylor, Michigan. In that top 10, the only undefeated teams remain. Villanova on Texas, making a statement with that win at Allen.
My goodness, he is a physical talent. Having a really good year.
A couple of heartbreaking losses in Big 12 play by Oklahoma State. 2 one-point losses. They're 1-3 in conference play. There's back-to-back. Their 3rd road game in the Big 12 in their first 4. They're taking on Jamie Dixon's TCU Horned Frogs.
Well, one thing you don't have to deal with in Allen Fieldhouse are the fans, which is a start. Of course, you still have to play Kansas.
Yeah. And that's a big part. The lack of fans certainly contributing majorly to the fact that...
Looking for some help. Johnson got caught in the air, and Solomon Young wasn't looking. Now Butler, and 1. Prome's barking orders from the sideline.
Well, you almost feel like maybe Davion Mitchell would have been the guy to foul if you were going to do it. And obviously, you don't do it now, but Jared Butler makes that 3, and you have to think this game
today. So it's not an excuse, but as we see, a great steal for Davion Mitchell. But I think it might take them a little time to maybe warm up a little bit, get it back going, maybe a little fatigue. I mean, it's impressive because a lot of times, you know, you would think the number 2 team in the country, they're so consumed in winning basketball games, and they could care less about, you know, being in the community and that.
Matt Meyer knocks down the triple. He's got 7. Bears are 5 of 10 from 3-point range now. And the lead is 37-18. Another 3-pointer, and that one is good. Jared Butler, you give him that.
Honestly, there's been times we have to do shoot-arounds in our flip-flops.
Yeah.
Because the managers left the shoes, or the time when we were in Good three by Jared Butler. Another one. The time when we were
at Baylor and in the Big 12. We're back to play. Ball is knocked away, and that's a steal. And the pass ahead, and Mark Vidal will dunk it. Vidal start.
Both, take away both, and it's really hard to do. Only really good, elite defensive teams can do it.
Bears get the steal on the inbounds and run the fast break to Coach Jacobs. And then bring them to campus. You know, that's a real selling point here also. But unable to do that in the midst of the pandemic. Still had that good of a recruiting class.
Man, who would have ever thought our lives would revolve around Zoom? Like whoever created Zoom is going to be a rich man for a long time. Yeah. He's probably the only person in the world that didn't know who he was. Man, when I tell you he made me work so hard, like it was way harder than I expected to work that night. And it was that moment I realized this guy might be the best defender I've ever played against.
Wow.
Only took one day to realize that.
At one time.
Just one time.
He's got 10 points on the day. Mitchell does 7 assists at a career high. 12 assists yesterday, the win over Central Arkansas. Jordan Turner is third for these Alcorn State Braves. Oh, ball just taken away by Davion Mitchell. Took his milk money, and it leads to a dunk at the other end. He's 2 of 3 from three-point range. Butler firing. Triple is off the mark. Loose ball tipped out to Mitchell. Butler, runner, good by Jared. It canceled on December 5th, postponed initially, and now looks like there's not going to be a spot for that to happen. Jonathan Chachua, though, as head coach, succeeding his dad. He is Baylor's all-time winningest coach. Baylor has reached tremendous heights under Coach Drew. Stab! How about the other side of that was the Ole Miss team, and Anthony Boone was a part of that Ole Miss team. And he remembered it. He remembers it very well. I don't think he'll ever forget that.
Too many easies to happen. Too many careless turnovers, allowing Central Arkansas to get easy points, easy buckets that they normally don't give up.
Good-looking shot by Flagler, as King said. Still Baylor's leading scorer on the season. By 20. 42-22 is our score. Baylor leading the nation in three-point percentage. Here's L.J. Cryer.
Mayflower, that area.
You know that area pretty well. You probably made a lot of trips there, haven't you?
Almost 2-3 times a year.
Nice break. Drive into the paint. Flo Thamba, the defense of Jarrett Chatham there in the paint. Baylor comes away with the ball, and Thamba gets the feed and ends up with the...
And the lack of defense that was shown in the first half.
Nice inbound.
Or whatever you want to call them to do this, that is very impressive. That's a skill that NBA teams look for.
Here's the alley-oop to Chachua. Jonathan Chachua playing defense. Davion Mitchell comes in to help, gets the steal ahead to Matt Meyer, who banks it in. 6-2 lead early for Baylor. Another near steal there. Shot up no good by Bell. Rebound Baylor. Davion Mitchell. Up the floor, and there it is. Vidal. Joshua Johnson forced into that travel there. So there's that defense King was talking about. Oh, nice bounce pass down low. Mark Vidal.
Versatile on the block as far as making moves.
Nice play there by Pine Bluff. Stredick just couldn't get that shot to fall. And the Bears have the rebound, take it the other way. Fourth steal by Baylor, leading 28-4. Meyer ripples the
body, the key to what makes a defense good.
Great example there. We're back to play, and there is that just announced tonight. Matt Meyer, baseline jumper, won't fall. Jonathan saves the ball inbounds. Davion Mitchell retreats to get it.
I think that was backcourt. They might have missed that one.
So did Coach Ivory. Done that for 5 straight games. First time since December of 2017. If they do it tonight, and they are right on the precipice of doing that, and they're
catch and shoot three. This from Gordon. Quick outlet. Here comes Mitchell. Here's a lob. Chachua finishes it off.
Is a sophomore, but he's a third-year guy. I mean, it matters. And Baylor has done a great job over the years of staying on.
Butler from Mitchell. So he's got a lot of work to do on the boards to reach that. Batted around into the hands of Mitchell and up ahead. Teague slams it.
To get the ball up on the rim and let those athletes go get it.
Solomon, a sophomore out of Houston Klein Forest High School, gives SFA the lead. There is Jared Butler. 7 shooting free throws prior to that miss. And he missed them both. And the rebound by the Bears. Davion Mitchell into the front court. Boy, they jet into the offensive end quickly. And there's 2 Bears on top. Nearly lost it, maybe did. The Bears have another takeaway. Flagler comes out of there with the ball to Cryer, to Mitchell. 3 left side is in.
Like it was a 100-yard dash. Like he was shot out of a rocket. This kid goes.
That'll get you rewarded, right, with all these guards? If you're a big man that'll run the floor. There's Jared Butler firing a 3 and nailing it from the left corner.
And that's been a nice wrinkle to watch in the early part of the season.
3-point play by Cameron Johnson makes it 52-30. Bears up.
I thought had him and then kind of let him go. And it's just, I mean, physically, he's got the tools to do it, no question about it. But it's just the mentality of, kind of go for the kill when you have him in that position defensively. What a nice play.
Wow. Another play has now scored with Teague's first bucket of the night. Stephen F. Austin comes right back. The lead is 21 for the Bears, 59-38. Davion Mitchell dribbles far side. Cross-court pass to Flagler. Flagler had 11 at halftime to lead all scorers. Four to shoot. Mitchell back to Flagler. Long 3. It's good. He drains it.
Under Drew, where the Bears have been ranked. Prior to Drew getting to Baylor, they had been ranked in program history a total of 2 games. I mean, you talk about a guy who has taken a program to another level. Look at this feed. And Meyer with a reverse. Led a 2-point lead for the Illini over the Bears. Butler, around and out, got it back. Wide open Flagler. Yes.
The best time
in the nightcap. Both games coming to you from Bubbleville at Mohegan Sun Arena in Connecticut.
Boston College has a really nice backcourt. Oh, beautiful play out of the timeout.
He can, as everybody tries to balance, obviously, first and foremost, safety and health. And then on the next level, try to get some games in and have a reasonably representative college basketball season.
Well, it's stressful. I mean, you're preparing for a game you think you're going to play. I mean, Baylor thought they were going to Connecticut to be in Bubbleville.
Right.
To play against Arizona State and then play either against Boston College or Villanova. And Baylor had
the one who got a piece of it.
Bamba right there to put pressure on it as well.
Flagler again.
Long shots, long rebounds. And Baylor has been quicker to those long rebounds.
Boy, Flagler goes right around Coburn. Nothing.
He's been punched in the mouth twice. Now he's punching back.
Yeah.
Good play by Meyer.
And another turnover. Mitchell ahead to Teague for the lay-in. And
one of the things about Matthew Meyer, Scott Drew told me in high school he was criticized for being too passive. He doesn't look passive to me.
No, he's worked through that issue. He's gotten over that, hasn't he? Lob. And the finish for Chamo.
And this Baylor team, an outstanding top 10 offensive rebounding team. Down the low post, Thamba. And now there's Mitchell, bounce pass underneath. Vital with the finish for 2. In the corner if they find him, but no, there's a cutter underneath, and that's Jonathan Chachua. Shot rejected on the rebounding attempt. Meyer keeps it alive. Here's Flagler for 3. Good. Bay now in his homecoming has 7 points. His cousin is Tyler Bay. Played at the University of Colorado. They've never played each other. However, Pac-12. 43-28 is your score. It's Mitchell. He's sealed off. Outside for three. Butler swish. Top Vital off the miss. And Mitchell up top. Mitchell, they have Vital anytime they want. Right there, mid-post. And he's just much stronger than Nate Roberts, who's a huge guy, a huge man. 6'11 and 265. And Vital at 6'5 just moves him out of the way. And it's battle off of the Sahonis feed. Nice play. Nobody home there defensively for Baylor. 57-33. High post. And that little shot inside is good by Meyer. And Brooks, Jaron Brooks. That's a lineup right now for the Huskies. So rest the starters and move on from this experience. Break down some film, see what you did good and bad. Butler, 9 on the timer. Mitchell's going to penetrate off the drive. Kick it back outside. Here's Butler, 3. Good. Spin move outside. AU underneath. Got in too deep. Threw it up underneath the glass. And we see where Butler was shaken up momentarily. Coming back the other way. Drilling the 3 is Teague. Russell triggers 3-point range. Hail the iron. That was long. Rebound pulled out. Here's Davion Mitchell. Mitchell stepping back. Doesn't trigger. Teague. Jab step. Back up top for Mitchell. Mitchell. He's double teamed. Sealed off. And Butler for 3. And that is good. Nothing run. And they led by as many as 16 points in the first half of play. So let's see if they could pick it up where they left off. 3-point range. Butler squares up. That's money. That's money for. Here's Louisiana triggered in. Here's Wilson. And his step back 3-point attempt is off the mark. And back the other way. Here's Butler running the court. Lay it up with the left hand for 2. So the inbound pass comes into Davion Mitchell. Off the screen, Flagler from 3-point range, and that's good. They'll call that a not. Here's L.J. Cryer, who says that his favorite player in the NBA is Damian Lillard, and that's who he said he models his game after. Let's see if he could connect again.